All right, let's talk about a game that looks so incredibly simple on the surface, but is secretly one of the most profoundly complex games ever created. I'm talking, of course, about Rocket League. Today, we're going to deconstruct why this game grabbed millions of players and just never let go, all thanks to its pure physics-based skill. So let's jump right in. I mean, at its heart, this is it. This is the whole pitch. You've got rocket-powered cars, a giant ball, and two nets. It's a concept so simple, so intuitive, that literally anyone can pick up a controller and know exactly what to do in seconds. And that simplicity, that's a huge part of why the game just exploded. When it came out in 2015, millions of people were playing it almost overnight. It became this global phenomenon because it tapped into this universal feeling of just fun. But that initial fun, well, that's really just the tip of the iceberg. So that brings us to the big question, right? If the idea is so basic, what is the secret sauce here? Why are people pouring thousands of hours into this game? How does its pro scene compete with some of the most complex strategy games on the planet? Well, let's find out. Okay, so the first layer we need to peel back is the game's core design. It's built on this idea of having two perfectly coexisting identities. And honestly, this is where the genius of Rocket League really begins. See, on one hand, it's this hilarious chaotic party game you can just jump into with friends and have a great time. But on the other hand, it's this incredibly intense, high-speed chess match that is a skill ceiling that just goes on forever. This whole duality is perfectly captured in one core principle: simple input, infinite mastery. You only have a few buttons: gas, jump, boost. But because the physics are so consistent, what you can do with them is literally endless. And that brings us to the next critical piece of the puzzle, the physics. This is what makes Rocket League so different from pretty much any other vehicle game out there. It's not just a game, it's this meticulously engineered simulation, a true sandbox. The key idea here is something called expressive control. See, most games try to help you out by simplifying the physics. Think about hitting a draft button in a racing game or having aim assist in a shooter. Rocket League does the exact opposite. Every single touch, every collision is a true calculation of forces. There's no randomness. Because of this, when you win, it feels earned, and when you mess up, it's a lesson. It creates this incredible sense of fairness, where the only thing holding you back is you. So when you have a physics engine this steep, the player's journey isn't really about learning button combos. It's about developing this deep, intuitive connection with the car itself. It's about turning that initial chaos into beautiful, controlled choreography. This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures the goal of every single serious player. You're chasing that moment of transcendence, where you stop thinking and you just do. The car isn't a thing you're driving anymore. It's a part of you. It's an almost spiritual sense of flow. And this just lays out the path to getting there so perfectly. We all start at stage one, right? Just trying to drive straight and hit the ball. Then you hit that second big hurdle, going airborne. This is the moment most people realize, whoa, okay, this game is deep. And finally, if you stick with it, you reach this stage of pure fluency, where even crazy stuff like half flips and wave dashes just becomes second nature. Each step builds on the last, turning these clunky mechanical actions into pure muscle memory. But look, mastering your own car, that's only half the battle. The very next layer of complexity is learning how to synchronize that mastery with two other players. It's a high-speed ballet of positioning and teamwork that we call rotation. I love this phrase because it's so true. If you don't know what you're looking at, high-level Rocket League just looks like pure chaos. But for players who get it, it's a highly structured dance. It's this constant flowing system of positioning that's anything but random. And it all comes down to these three roles. At any given time, one person is the first man. They're on the ball, challenging, forcing a move. The second man is reading the play, ready for the pass or a loose ball. And the third man is the anchor, the guardian of the goal. But here's the crucial part. These roles are always shifting. It's a continuous, fluid cycle that keeps the pressure on while making sure you're never left wide open. So we've talked about individual skill, we've talked about team strategy, but the final layer, and you could argue it's the most important one, isn't physical at all, it's psychological. This is the end game. This is what everyone is striving for, the flow state. It's that zone where you stop consciously thinking and just react. Your mechanics feel effortless. Your awareness of everyone on the field is total. It's when the game stops being a sport and starts becoming an art form. It's not about beating your opponent anymore. It's about hitting your own personal peak performance. Which brings us all the way back. We've journeyed through all these different layers, from the simple idea of car soccer to the deep physics to individual mastery to team strategy, all the way up to the mental game. So where does true mastery really come from? Which one is it? And this is the beautiful answer. It's not about choosing one layer. It's about integrating all of them until all those foundational skills just become automatic. See, mastery isn't about pulling off some insane complex move. It's about getting to a point where you don't even have to think about it, because that is what frees up your mind to focus on the things that truly win games: anticipation, creativity, and just being in the right place at the right time. That is the unseen complexity of Rocket League.